Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome back to my channel. This is your reading for the week of May 29th to June 4th. You have Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good energy, in Pisces. Beautiful, spiritual, in the first house of self. So this is an interesting deck where you split it into 3 decks with the planets, the signs, and the houses. And then they make up these weird sentences. So we're gonna read these sentences and kind of feel the energy for this week for you. Learn or teach your dreams immediately. Okay. Be positive about your idealization of the way that you project yourself. That didn't really make much sense. Grow and expand, be a part of something overwhelming, and do it on your own. I don't know. The vibe I'm getting from this is that you are sharing more of what you're passionate about with the world, the things that you believe in really deeply in your heart, the things that you feel like is your purpose to be here on earth. I feel like you are kind of showing more of that to the world, and you're being asked to kind of indulge in your passions a bit more, show it to people, teach, learn more about it. So if you've been wanting to kind of splurge on any type of class or program or anything involving learning something about your passion, this is your yes sign for that. Or if you wanted to teach anything that you are passionate about or share it more with the world, this is your yes sign to that as well. We have the granting of spiritually to ultimately experience who you are. Blessings from trusting your psychic knowledge of your desires. Good fortune resulting from the indecision of or about your action. Okay, to me it feels like there's a lot of expansion, a lot of good fortune, a lot of blessings coming forward when you finally allow yourself to focus on the things that you're passionate about. There's a lot about spirituality here. There's a lot about the things that you feel so drawn towards. And you're really starting to prioritize doing that more, okay? So a little bit more of doing what you love, and a lot of blessings will come through that path. And I'm thinking of someone I know who recently asked me how they can kind of build their life in a way so that they can indulge in their passion, indulge in the thing that they want to do that involved traveling and just, how do I put it without giving all their information away? This reading totally reminds me of doing what you want and finding blessings that will allow you to do what you want. So maybe you really want to do something like traveling or taking a class or starting a business, but you were worried that you don't have enough money or resources or time. We are seeing here the universe is expanding your life and expanding your blessings so that you can totally focus on your passions. And here's the thing, I feel like you will always have what you need if you focus on your passions. If you focus on what you feel drawn to do as a soul, the universe will always provide for you. Your bills will always be paid. You will always have exactly what you need to survive if you choose to do what you intuitively and spiritually feel drawn to do in this lifetime, okay? That was a little confusing, but hopefully it makes sense to you. Now we're gonna get 9 tarot cards to make this a lot more specific. First card out for you is the 10 of Swords. Something has come to an end, or some of you guys I just feel like might have been dealing with burnout and like completion, and you're just ready for a new chapter. So we're starting this week totally ready for expansion, totally ready for a new chapter. Second card out, we have the King of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. This is someone who loves you, someone who adores you. Also, I see you coming more into your own psychic and spiritual abilities. Some of you are kind of wondering, how can I become more clairvoyant, more connected with spirit? How can I use mediumship better? I don't know why all of this psychic spiritual energy is coming through in your reading today. Or maybe there is a passion that you have that you feel spiritually connected to, like maybe you're into martial arts hardcore, or maybe you are into photography, maybe you're into something and you just feel this strong spiritual connection to it, even if it's not necessarily spiritual by nature. And I feel like this week you're just being asked to indulge more in that. And I do see someone here I feel like someone's blessing you this week and will allow you to dive headfirst into that creative, passionate thing that you have, that thing that you feel super spiritually connected to, you feel really guided to do more of. Third card out, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is beautiful forward movement, forward momentum. I'm also seeing money coming through for you. Like I said, there's definitely blessings coming through. Also, I'm seeing some forward movement if there's anyone romantic in your life right now. I am seeing some nice forward momentum there. I don't know, but this more so is talking to me about like having more time and resources to do the thing that you love. And so this week to me really feels like a week where you will be indulging so hardcore in your passions and your hobbies and kind of turning that into something bigger than what it is, if that makes sense, okay? Second row out, fourth card, we have the Five of Wands in reversed. Now this shows me that there was some arguing, there was some not seeing eye to eye, some defensiveness in your life that you're being asked to come to a close with. It's time to end this thing. It is time to stop pouring so much of your energy into someone or something that's committed to not understanding you. And I feel like once you kind of drop this thing, this need to prove yourself, this need to be, the word perfectionism just came out strongly. This need to be this perfect thing before you put your passions out there. I feel like that is actually blocking your creativity. This need to not be judged or seen in a negative light by anyone around you is totally blocking your progress in life. And I feel like that is something you really need to work on. You need to let go of the fear that other people are criticizing you, the fear that other people are judging you for what you put out there. I feel like you have an idea that is very creative, very innovative, and very unusual. It's not the typical, normal type of decision one would make in life. It's not the normal type of project that every single person would be doing. And I don't know, I'm just seeing here, if you have something creative or something inspiring or something that you feel passionate about, I am seeing that we are totally in the age where you should be expressing that. You should be sharing that with the world. I mean, on the internet, in a business, or even indulging in it even more than before. So some of you guys, this could talk about going to school for this thing, going back to school for this, making your own course on it, or even traveling far distances to kind of engage in this passion, this hobby even more. That it just keeps coming up, this passion, this hobby. It's time for you to commit more energy into it, but you're so afraid of people judging you, and it's like, that's going to hold you back in life. You can't do that, okay? Center of your spread is the Queen of Pentacles in reversed. Okay, now this could be you, and this could be someone else in your life. And I also want to say that this King of Cups, same deal. It's you and someone in your life. That's how I've been reading the court cards like that recently, and it makes so much sense when I read it that way, because the people around us are always like a reflection of our own internal energies. And so having the King of Cups come out for you shows that you're in this very spiritual, creative place that's very mature, and I feel like a creative awakening happening within you. And I feel like having proper boundaries and saying no to people who criticize you, argue with you, or just don't see things in your perspective is a good boundary to put in place, and it's a boundary that you're putting in place this week. Now, the Queen of Pentacles reversed can also show a part of you and a part of someone else. And to me, this really feels strongly like an unwillingness to change, to put your stuff out there, to really take action on the thing that you want to take action on because you're afraid of being criticized. You're keeping it to yourself, okay? Wisdom and passion that is locked away within your own heart and your own world is useless for helping the collective. It's useless. It is completely useless. And I feel like you were granted this passion, this excitement for something for a reason. And when you just kind of indulge in it personally and you don't necessarily share it with the world, it's just simply not as fulfilling as it could be. You know, I think the whole point of being a human, the whole point of being in this ecosystem is to specialize in your own passions and interests and share that with the world, because no one has the time to be passionate and interested about every single thing on the planet. And we need people like you who have this specialized passion, interest, beauty, talent, ability to share that with the world. It is completely useless when it's locked away in your mind and heart. And I feel that you may be attracting people external to yourself who are greedy, who are stubborn and unchanging, because it is reflecting that within yourself. It's not saying that you're a stubborn, unchanging, greedy person. It's saying that you are carrying the energy of greed by not sharing your passions and interests with the world. And that is why you are kind of attracting people external to you who are keeping a lot of things to themselves, keeping things bottled up, not sharing, not changing their opinion. So this is a beautiful piece of wisdom that has been really like working with me in the past year. And I just highly recommend taking a deep dive into all of the people in your life who you feel strong emotional attachment to or emotional reactions to, and ask yourself, how is this emotional reaction and my attachment to them reflecting an energy that I am carrying within myself, reflecting a vibration that I myself am emitting? And when you really deep dive into that, it really can illuminate everything within yourself that needs healing, changing, or just extra guidance on. So 6th card out for you, we have the 3 of Swords. We have 2 cards that show an ending here in your reading, a loss, a betrayal. Okay, so I mean, to me, it feels like someone who is in your life who is just kind of, I don't want to say toxic, but like really argumentative and like we just said, stubborn, unchanging. And the reason why you connected with them is because, it's reflecting that quality within yourself. It's time for you to put more of yourself out there and also have healthy boundaries. There's a lot we could talk about with that, but moral of the story is we do see this ending and we see you moving. The guidance here is to move more towards your personal passions and interests, okay? Stop giving your energy to a situation where someone is not going to change and it's just constant arguing, constant defensiveness. Like, your energy is better suited when you are in your creative element, when you are focused on your passions and your interests. It just makes you glow. And when you're glowing like that and you're sharing it with the world, you are definitely going to be a magnet for so many different people, so many different blessings and resources. So 7th card out, 3rd row now, we have the Fool in reverse. What are you waiting for? Some of you guys have had an idea locked away in your mind for a long time, and this is the week to start doing it. Definitely. Like, whatever it is, like, it'll be different for all of you. Maybe you want to start a podcast, maybe you want to paint, maybe you want to travel to a certain city or town to take some photos, maybe you want to get into a hobby, maybe you keep saying to yourself, like, yeah, I should really start going to the gym, I should really start going on dates, I should really start whatever. Insert whatever you've been telling yourself. This week is the week to do it, and do it for you, not for anyone else. Do it for you. Take this passion inside you and put it out into the world. 8th card out is the King of Swords in reverse. I find this really fascinating that you have 3 court cards, well, technically 4 court cards in your reading. So this is a week where it seems to me that you're focused on people external to yourself a lot, when you should be focused more on you, more on your passions, what makes you feel good. But 3 out of 4 of these court cards are kings and queens, mature people or would-be mature people who are simply not getting along, okay? So we have 2 kings, 1 in reverse, 1 upright. The King of Swords is in reverse. What this tells me, it just seems to me that there's like arguing here. There is not seeing eye to eye, not working as a team. So I do wonder if this is you and a group of people. Maybe you just don't see eye to eye with your coworkers at all, or your job. You're just not vibing with it anymore. Could even be familial. Now, if this is a love situation, that would be interesting because it seems to be like a group dynamic affected here. So I do wonder if you have a family with this person, or if the problem was that there was extra people in this relationship that was not requested. Okay, so I mean, it'll look different for all of you, but King of Swords reversed and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. These are people who are so set in their ways, and also there's a harshness, an edge when it comes to the King of Swords in reverse, like not thinking about how their words and actions affect others, not willing to change, my way or the highway. It's just, there's a lot of BS going on in this reading, and I don't like it for you. So that's why, your spirit guides are trying to guide you towards the blessings that, like, there's so many blessings unfolding for you this week and new doors opening up for you, but like you're focusing on the wrong things. You're focusing on all of these people. And this could be symbolic. It doesn't even have to be that you're directly involved in drama. Actually, I really see this as like you're so involved in other people's opinions. How are they gonna think? You know, and these are people who they don't have an open mind to begin with. So it's like, why are you worrying about them? Like, of course they're gonna judge you. What? Anything worth doing in life is gonna cause low vibrational people to judge you. Promise me. I promise you. Not promise me. I promise you. So it's just not worth worrying about, you know? Put your work out there. Put your passion out there. And you know, I feel like you're overly concerned about how your actions this week are going to affect others, or rather how other people will judge you. And it is just something that is completely being let go of. This is a week of letting go of that fear. To me, that feels like the overall spiritual theme of this week. And this is a lesson that you will carry with you for the rest of your life. So this week is like the pinnacle of letting go, of caring about how other people feel and think about me, stepping more into my passions, my interests, my hobbies, what my soul is guiding me to do without fearing other people's judgments. Because of course people are going to judge you. That's what people do. But if you keep living your life based off of other people judging you, you're not really going to live your life at all. So final card out for you is Temperance. Beautiful. Coming to peace after difficulty. Coming to peace with an ending that has happened in your life, a heartbreak that has happened in your life. You're coming to peace with it, and I see you definitely kind of seeing it from a higher perspective of like, this happened, yes, but it's going to lead me to so much more blessings. This is leading me to becoming a more emotionally mature and creative person. So it's like something hard happens, and you're looking at it like, that was a really good lesson for me, and now I can take that lesson with me in the future. So there is a lot of evolving here, and I'm seeing you taking on such a mature mindset and perspective with this. So it's like, this thing has ended, it's out of my life, you know, I'm accepting this new chapter. And you know what? This new chapter is filled with so much potential for creativity, to just kind of explore. I'm seeing here for some of you, you may have a lot more time on your hands after this ending. So it's like, what do I want to do at this time? And you already have so many different ideas of things you can do at this time. So it's like, you're kind of mourning the loss of something that has ended, yes. But to me, it feels like you're also equally seeing the beautiful creative possibility of this new chapter, and you're really growing into that and enjoying it. And so the overall vibe of this week seems to be peace and accepting things for what they are. So that's really great. I would say be more bold though. Don't be afraid to take bolder actions, take on bolder projects. All right. I'm just seeing so much creativity, creative projects, businesses, things like that. So go ahead and do that. Thank you guys for joining me. Like this video, comment how this resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. I definitely recommend watching for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus to get the fullest overview of the week ahead for you. And I will see you for the next one. Bye bye.